There are many ways that you can profit with Stahl's CAD-CUT patterns. From Stahl's Creative Studios, Realtree, and even Spectra patterns, there's a variety of ways that you can custom order these patterns. But before we get started with today's project with our Stripe 4 pattern, let's take a look at the website so you can see all of the options that you have. So as I mentioned earlier, we're going to be using that Stripe 4 pattern. So I'm going to hover over the CAD-CUT material, vinyl, and twill. And I'll have a drop-down menu that offers a lot of different heat transfer vinyl types. I'm going to select patterns there, and then my options will start to generate on the page. So I have different collections to choose from. We have Stahl's Creative Studios, Realtree, and Spectra patterns. For this particular pattern, I'm working out of Stahl's Creative Studios. As soon as I click that, all of my categories are going to start generating for me. Again, I'm working with that Stripe 4 pattern, so I'm going to choose the Stripes category, and then all of my stripe options will generate on the page. Again, I'm working with that Stripe 4, so I'm going to select that, and up top, it's going to start generating all of the colors that are in the pattern right now. Now, I want to be able to change these patterns, so I'm going to choose Select Colors, and it's going to start telling me right here in this section what colors are being used in this pattern. We also have below a lot of color combinations that we can choose from. The closest one that I use is this one. So I'm going to select that colorway. So I'm going to change my Varsity Blue to Royal. My Cheer Pink is going to stay as is. The white is going to change to Mint. And then my Ribbon Pink is going to stay as is. So I only changed 2 colors in this popular color combination. All right, at this point, I already have my pattern created, so I'm going to go to Select Material, and this is where I can choose what finish I want this in. So we have Express Print, Glitter Finishes, and then our sign vinyl, which is the Orajet 3164. We are doing the sign vinyl project today. I'm going to choose the Orajet and then select how many yards that I want. I always go with 5 to start out with so that I know I have enough material to work with for my project. Now, before I check out, I also want to make sure that I have masking. Now, this is something that I always recommend that you keep a lot of stock in so that you don't have to keep ordering new rolls every time you order a new pattern. But just keep in mind that this is an option here before you go to add to your cart, just in case you happen to be running low or don't have any in stock right now. All right, so usually I'll just go ahead with the 25-yard roll, and that way I know I have more for any upcoming projects I have for any sign vinyl. So this doesn't only work with the patterns, it also works with our other sign vinyl as well. So keep that in mind. You can use it for other sign vinyl. After that, I'm all good to add it to my cart and check out. So as you can see, by being able to choose any color you want in any pattern, you're able to come up with some really creative and unique designs. For instance, we took that same pattern in 2 different finishes, heat transfer vinyl and sign vinyl. You can see here we already have the t-shirt decorated with mixed media. We paired it with CAD-CUT metallic. Now we want to create another project to pair with this t-shirt so that we can profit more by offering these at a packaged price. So we're going to move this off to the side, and I'm going to show you how you can apply the sign vinyl to a tumbler. So this is that same Stripe 4 pattern and the colorway that we just created. All right, so we're going to apply by putting down the center first and then working our way out. I'm just going to rub that with my fingers to make sure that that adhesive is getting across the tumbler nice and smooth. Now, to make sure I don't have any air bubbles, I'm going to take a squeegee and just press with a medium to firm pressure, making sure that I'm getting around all of those edges. All right, then I can just go ahead and peel up that carrier and remove that excess piece. Now, to make this pattern really pop off of this tumbler, I went ahead and created a contour cut. All right, so this is going to be a gap outline contour where it's just going around and not actually touching the edges. All right, so same thing, I'm going to try my best to line this up, making sure that I'm not putting anything down too soon so that it doesn't start sticking. Working from the center out, and then taking that squeegee just to make sure that we're getting those edges nice and stuck down to that tumbler. Then I'm going to peel up that corner, and notice that I'm going from corner to corner. I'm starting with the bottom corner and then going up to the top corner. If I peel straight across, there's a chance that something will start to lift. Now that everything's applied, I'm just going to go back over with my hand just to make sure there aren't any small pieces in my sign vinyl that are sticking up. And now our customized tumbler is complete. This is just one of many ways that you can be creative using CAD-CUT patterns. To build more profit in your designs and offerings, visit stahls.com.